Hi everyone, my name is Chami Fan and I'm from Group 5. So today we're going to talk about the effects of COVID-19 on British Airways. As far as I know, British Airways is the world's largest international airline with the largest fleet in Europe consisting of over 300 planes. It also has over 500 destinations all over the world, and each year this airline carries more than 40 million customers. So we're gonna move to the first important part is operations management. And we do think that there is a strong relationship between the operations management and of British Airways with its strategic objectives. So, as you can see, there are 5 strategic objectives of British Airways. Firstly, the airlines of choice, top quality services, key global city growth, extend the leading position in London, and meet customers' needs. How about the operations management of British Airways? So, during the past decade, British Airways has invested many programs with new aircraft, new cabins, new technology, new routes, new in-flight dining, and refreshed its lounges to improve customer experience. So I can list some examples to support this thing. Like it has the largest network of a European carrier with many new routes. We have brand new Airbus installing Wi-Fi during flight, introduced new lounge design concept, more food choice, and new tableware introduced in the first cabin. And it has invested heavily in people with training programs and modern device. All these things are related and interlinked with the strategic objectives of the entirety. All of these will have the same goals is to improve customer experience and enhance the premium image of British Airways to passengers. So that is the haze and wheel rides model. So it is clearly to see that British Airways is on the stage 3 of this model, where the operation management of it is linking with its strategic goals with internally supportive. So during this time, is there any difference in British Airways operation management? Yes, of course. You can see that while most of other competitors during COVID-19 pandemic announced choosing to cut staff salaries to deal with current situation, it wants to plan for their immediate future. In the same time, British Airways, it wants to restructure for the long term. So it announced up to 12,000 job losses. It wants to be smaller and need fewer staff. It also established a more efficient underlying base to reduce cost. So it clearly that British Airways want to move to stage 4 of haze and wheel ride model, which is externally supportive give an operations advantage. By taking a lead role in strategy formulation as well as organize all their resources in innovative ways and deliver strategic flexibility, which will allow the business to adapt as markets change.
Now we will discuss about the capacity management. First, the capacity management is defined as the amount of the resource input available related to output requirement over a particular period of time. For the case study about the British Airways, the airline could consider the following input measure for capacity management. The aircraft utilization, which refers to active time of aircraft in their fleet, such as flight hours per day. The number of seats available, which tend to be measured by aircraft, flight route, and overall flight network. There are also output measures, which include the number of passenger flow. For instance, the available seat kilometer ASK refers to the rate of change in supply network capacity, as it could indicate annual growth rate. If then an aircraft with 300 seats and the flight at a distance of 5,000, the ASK indicator should be 150,000 seat kilometer. In the case of capacity management between a charter airline and a scheduled airline, the output measurement approach is more appropriate for the charter airline, while scheduled airline could apply both output-based and input approach. The next one will be the challenge. In the case of COVID-19, the uncertainty of the development of this pandemic caused the most significant challenge for British Airways in managing its capacity, because the airline must reduce the offering of ASK comparing to the pre-COVID status. However, it is difficult to predict when the demand for traveling will move back and which routes would have highest chance of recovery, and how many aircraft in each fleet should be converted into status of ready for commercial flight. There are also questions of actual number of seats per craft, as the need for social distancing during the flight could actually reduce the available seats per aircraft.
So we're gonna move to the monitoring information. Over the past decade, British Airways has invested in digital transformation, so we can list some outstanding points like the real-time information and data analysis, automate boarding gates, digital budget credit, or British Airways iOS apps. So it is clearly that during past decade, British Airways keeps introducing new technology and digital solutions to increase efficiency, functionality, and sustainability while providing their customer with a seamless travel experience continues to be a priority. During the COVID-19, British Airways introduced the online magazines. This action has advantages and disadvantages in the same time. It helped to reduce the spread of virus COVID-19 as well as make the customer can update the content in real time with any developments in this COVID-19 area, and it also reduced cost of printed products. However, the WHO stating that newspapers are safe to handle and the online magazine requires every passenger to have a device, and during takeoff and landing time, devices are typically allowed to be used. For information management, over the past decade, British Airways has invested in an effective and efficient management information system through its e-database, whose main role is to control information as well as material flow within the entirety. Additionally, British Airways has a multifunctional system whose main role is to regulate process. Besides, IT is increasingly important to British Airways because it is helping the entirety to reduce cost, simplify the process, and automate complex manual tasks. For example, BA's website, we have ba.com, significant investment in IT at Terminal 5 with self-service check-in, or employee self-service program. All these things have British Airways to increase productivity a lot. However, by poor security arrangements at the company, British Airways is facing a record fine for £183 million for stolen database of its security system in 2019. It affects approximately nearly 400,000 transactions. So, the information management of British Airways it needs more investigation and make improvements to its security arrangements. For us, the two biggest challenge in information management to airlines industry in the future is the first one. There will be no need for humans anymore, as these systems are taking over the human ability through the help of artificial intelligence. These modern systems do not have logical reasoning to handle issues associated with solving problems logically, so which could lead to negative results in some situations. The second one is data breach. Airlines and airports are hot targets for cyber attackers because airlines collect enormous volumes of passenger data, including credit card information and passport numbers. So it could lead the customer distrust and the lines have to face with fines. For example, there are many examples from the British Airways, Cathay Pacific Airways, or Air Canada. All these things indicate that improving information security must be a priority for the airline industry in the future.
So the task force is the quality for the airline industry. The quality of the airline industry should be determined by assessing the three categories: pre-flight, in-flight, and post-flight service delivery of an airline. The first one is in the pre-flight category. They are metric of ticket booking service, baggage allowed, on-time departure, ticket check-in, and on service before the flight take-off. Secondly is in the in-flight category. They are metric of interaction between passenger and staff, meal offering quality, in-flight entertainment, special need for handicapped passenger, communication between the crew and passenger, and safety. And the last one is In the post-flight category, there are metrics of post-flight baggage handling, on-time arrival, and other available service after the landing. As a customer of British Airways, the impact of COVID-19 could change the expectation for all three categories. For instance, ticket booking might not be available because of lockdown and no flight available to the preferred destination, and meal offering might be changed significantly in order to prevent the spread of the virus, such as no hot meal available. For the total quality management, the total quality management could be applied into aviation industry because it could allow employees, especially in flight and ground crews, in making decisions that ensure the satisfaction satisfaction of passengers. In this, the total quality management has the following elements, which is necessary for the airline, such as customer focus, involvement of employees, activity-oriented and integrated system through IT network, teamwork, and communication across organizations. The benefit of total quality management for airlines is lower the operation and increase customer satisfaction as all employees are allowed to make decisions within their authority and monitoring the booking and reservation through computer and IT network.